Hello and welcome back to Viralis13, aka Johnson from Practically Gods, coming to you with Jurassic World Evolution. I've played this game before and I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm also playing this on the PS4. There's a lot to go ahead and say here. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get the ball rolling because there's a lot of tutorial stuff, and while I've played the game before, I want to start from the beginning, especially because there's some additional things that have come out since I last played, so I want to kind of transition to that smoothly. Now, any moment now, Jeff Goldblum's going to start
Hello.
talking
May I say
right
welcome?
there.
My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5.
All right, it's going to play
Okay,
something.
this is as good a
Talking
place
over
as
me
I can
again.
Begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should. Just diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
All right, so like I said, I've played this game before. I know the gist of it. I'm going to probably need a little bit of a reminder situation because it's been so long, though. So bear with me.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab. We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding. Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here.
So,
You'll need to connect it to
God
the
damn it.
pre-existing network of paths and the power grid. Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
all right, yeah, this.
The machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
Oh, God damn it! I need to learn to shut up.
The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique. And now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
I'm gonna name him Steve. I want every dinosaur to have a name. All right.
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
All right. So you'll end up doing all 3 of these eventually. Like, you kind of have to do all of them to really progress forward. I usually like to start off with science just because that's important.
Dr. Dua, This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dewar. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park. So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm about to get interrupted again soon, but...
People think
Yep, there we
money
go.
makes the world go round, but they're wrong. Contracts make the world go round, my friend. Obligations and commitments. Complete a contract and your rep with the science division will increase. Meaning you'll be able to take on more complex and challenging missions.
Start.
I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life. If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us. And to me.
Alright, I think I have a breather before they start talking over me again.
I knew you
Nope,
were
I
the
was
kind of
wrong.
person. Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started.
Okay, that's gonna take a little...
Together, we can create a more
Just shut
authentic
up.
version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
Okay. Now...
Good. Your first expedition team is out. They'll bring back
I hate them so much. Like, I could probably ignore it, turn the volume off for that stuff, whatever, but again, I think it's
The
important.
job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs.
He just keeps popping
which
in and
attract
not
visitors to
stopping.
facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
And now it's raining. And then I'm sure any moment now, someone else is going to interrupt me. But I'll keep trying to talk. There's a part of me that's like, oh, it's pretty good for me to go ahead and have this game where it's constantly got something talking, because then I can fill dead airspace with, you know, that. Except at the beginning here, the tutorial just kind of, you know, kills that. You know, you have nothing you can really do except for slowly progressing forward. Let's see. Get a contract started. Okay, it's taking them a while to go ahead and get a contract up here. There we go.
Another contract. Might as well give it a look, right?
These are usually pretty easy. They're basic tasks like going on an expedition, which, as I'm trying to explain, I mean, the game explains it, but, you know, you need to go expeditions and collect fossils to get more dinosaur DNA.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center.
Yeah, as he explains
That
here.
will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
In addition, you can sell fossils, which are pretty useful. Let's see. I remember I'm gonna need to like immediately start collecting more, so it's a pretty good start to jump forward in. Um, yeah, so you need to collect the fossils to get the genome. After a certain percentage, you can go ahead and flat out just go ahead and create the dinosaur. But the more complete the genome is, the more complete the dinosaur is. The longer it lives, the better its prospects are. Plus, there's some other things that come into play, like alterations, because and I'm going to talk about a lot of this because I love Jurassic Park. I love the movies. I love the books. I love everything. One of the reasons why I decided I want to go ahead and play this right now is uh, it is September 13th, and in 5 days, Jurassic World uh, Cretaceous Camp comes out on Netflix, and I'm excited for that. I'm hoping that maybe I can tie in my playing this with that coming out and draw in a little bit more attention. So yeah, I'm being a little bit of a media whore, not gonna lie, but I have good reason for it. At least I believe I have good reason for it. So yeah, there's so much to do, so much to enjoy from this game. Um, and there's so much I can ramble on about. I really can, because I know everyone has that dinosaur phase as a child. I know I did. I feel like I still do. Oh,
This is
another
Lambert,
contract.
head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
See, that's not what security does. You're not supposed to be looking at these as not supposed to be looking at these as like well, I mean, I guess you would still look at them as like marketing tools and stuff. Real quickly before I go too much further, I'm gonna go ahead and build a little eating area for
Good things about the expedition.
and my battery is low. It's always low, I swear to God.
And me. And of course you too. I'm not forgetting, just prioritizing. No matter what anyone else says, science is what makes or breaks us. Admittedly, sometimes both. But on Isla Matanceros, you are making us and yourself look good. And that's worth a reward.
Okay, so I'm currently losing money. Alright, I have 50% of a genome.
So far. I believe I may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to thank, at least in part, for where I find myself. Now we need to incubate, hatch, and house our dinosaur. Then we will know if our efforts will have been worth it.
When it comes to these, yellow says what you haven't touched yet, blue says what you have. I usually like to try out a little bit of everything before I move on to a, you know, just collecting from the same area. Oh, dinosaur's ready. It's like baking cookies. I'm gonna name her
Our new
Sarah.
specimens, sorry, dinosaurs,
Land Before
are
Time
meeting
reference, if you know that.
expectations, but we want them to thrive. That's your next assignment. Making sure our specimens are properly cared for. In other words, dinosaur welfare.
The difference with dinosaurs is that they have no point of reference to understand humans, so don't expect much in the way of thank yous.
monitoring what you've been up to with great interest, and I'm a little disappointed that Dr. Dua came to you for this assignment instead of bringing me into the loop as she should have done. I'll discuss this with her later.
Ranger Station. This is fun. My understanding is that there's been an update since I last played this game, so like you can go ahead and ride around in the cars, and that's been in the game since the very beginning. But now the dinosaurs can actually attack you while you're inside of the vehicle, so it's not necessary. It might actually make it more difficult, but it's fun. Let's see. Oh, and they want me to... shit, I should have focused on the Triceratops. Because they want you to make so much. Oh, shoot, and the research lab.
The research center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await.
So, yeah, you're going to need this stuff, otherwise your dinosaurs are going to get sick. And more fossils. Alright. Go ahead and hunt down more Triceratops DNA. There's a very specific... Yep, right here. Alright, so I actually have a little bit of time now to talk because it's going to take a while for it to catch up, so to speak. One thing I also want to do real quickly is that... No. It's part of the enclosure, right? Yep, viewing gallery. So even though you make all of these things, and you need like very specific viewing sections, otherwise people don't get to see the dinosaurs. So there's viewing galleries, and then there's like a viewing tower, which is like a little bit wider. Ooh, okay, did not mean to. There we go. Don't need that anymore. And then everything needs to be powered. Oop, do not want to. I need a substation. There we go. Put this over here, and then I connect it to this, and now I have power. And then each power station only can provide so much, so yeah, this is already putting out 60, and I've got like 4 power left. I feel like that Triceratops. Nope, still a little while before that comes up. Alright, so yeah, there's so much to do with this game, and the beginning really just kind of like bombards you with all the tutorial stuff. Lots of moments become kind of more like this down the line, a little bit more relaxing. You know, you don't really have anything to... Like, you have stuff to do. Oh. That's back. I'm going to need to send it out for more Triceratops DNA. I can tell right now that's not going to be enough. And I should probably go ahead and search out another contract.
You did good work out there with that contract.
Hello. I was wondering if you'd be interested in a new contract.
I like how they say that as if they're the
I'm
one who
Claire
searched me
Deering,
out.
and I've been
Oh,
on these
Claire.
islands before. On Isla Nublar, I made some mistakes, and I've tried to set them right. I believe in what we're doing, and I believe in these dinosaurs.
See, that confuses me because they make it
Don't
seem...
let this opportunity pass you by.
They make it sound like this... Okay.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
Gonna go ahead and name this the interrupting introduction, because that's just what keeps happening to me. And I'm sure it'll happen again more down the line, but anyways, let's get a little bit of a tutorial of my own into this. So, like I said, I've played the game before. I would not consider myself an expert, but one of the cool things is that you see that, you know, all these dinosaurs have health, food, water, comfort, grassland, forest, wetland, population, social. So health is how much health it has. If it gets sick, its health will go down. It goes to a certain point, it starts freaking out, which is obviously bad. Food indicates how much it's had to eat. You know, like right now, Steve's just eating, so he's pretty good, he's pretty healthy. You know, there's a big pool of water over there, so he should be fine. His comfort's at 100, which that's dependent on the things below it. The grassland, forest, wetland, population, and social. Each dinosaur has specific environmental like desires. You know, some of them might like more forest, some of them might want more grassland, some of them might want more wetland. That's, you know, all the stuff listed there. Furthermore, you got, you know, the population and social. Funny enough, like, they seem like the same thing, but they're different. Some of them can stand being around more of their own kind.
Looks like the expedition was a success.
Oh, I should go pick that up. So, some of them can deal with being around more of their own kind, and some of them don't. Some of them are fine with having more dinosaurs. They want more dinosaurs around them, but they don't like, I guess, competition with their own species. So, you need to go ahead and balance that stuff. Otherwise, they start freaking out, and they're going to, like, headbutt things, and it's just going to be a pain. Alright. Send this out again. We'll send it over here. Should be a possibility for Triceratops DNA. I don't think that's going to be enough for what we need, but it'll have to do for the time being. So, yeah. You go ahead and you need to make the environment match. And they're aware of, like, the fence, essentially. So if I were to go ahead and build a fence that cut through all this, they would be aware of it, and they would know, okay, well, now there's less wetland in my environment, my territory. And that could go ahead and freak some of them out. One quick thing I want to say about this game, beyond all the other stuff. So, you know, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, all that stuff. Super huge franchise, which means it has licensed music. I've never bothered with all the music stuff in the past, but it's been a concern for me that, you know, if I ever get into a bigger thing, I have to, like, either shut off the audio completely or something. Like, I have to edit it out. Jurassic World Evolution actually went as far as saying, like, hey, you can go ahead and mute the licensed, you know, music. So there might be a little bit of stuff that you can hear music-wise, but it's not going to go ahead and be something that you could get sued over. If you're watching me, I don't think that you're going to be... You might not be looking to go ahead and record and put it out on your own, but hey, who knows? I mean, I never thought I'd be doing this stuff myself, so... Yeah, that's not really too terribly much to say there, but I appreciated that fact because I was concerned with playing a bigger game. You know, I played Carrion. I'm playing Dead Cells right now. I still plan on doing that, but I don't want to... I wanted to go ahead and get this out, get started on this prior to Camp Cretaceous coming out, because during one of the episodes in the future, I want to kind of start reviewing what I see. Yeah, I knew that was... Hold on, can I make a... Nope, I need more Triceratops DNA. I knew it. Alright, go straight for the Triceratops focused only area. Alright, well, that's going to take a little bit of time, and I am about run down on the clock. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off this episode here. This session's not over for me. I plan on doing some more. I also plan on playing... Well, I don't plan on recording with Buddy and Leah tonight unless something changes. We're going to play D&D, because we've been playing D&D to the best of our ability together, and that's been fun. Maybe I can go ahead and share some stories about that with you guys in the future. But until then, I'll go ahead. I'll see you next time. I'll start actually, jumping into more fun, interesting stuff, or at least I hope it's fun and interesting for people. But yeah, I say that so much. Oh,
I'll keep this brief. There's a new contract.
I'll just say yes to that. All right, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Owen to my friends.
God damn it, Owen!
I've seen things
Interrupting episode right here.
It hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs, the raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Like, comment, subscribe, and get infected with fun. Thank you.
I know they're looking for ways to